Alright, so while our cat grows, we could do another 2 quests. We could do the cook's assistant. We could probably just do both of them in the same episode just because they're both pretty short. Well, the second one's especially short if you could buy them from the Grand Exchange. If you can't buy them from the Grand Exchange, then, like we said, you're just gonna have to go to the Grand Tree, I guess, if you're an Iron Man, and then figure out how to make the drinks. Gnome cooking. Essentially, you're just gonna need to get cooking levels up. We've done that on a whole bunch of characters. We've done gnome cooking before. Essentially, it was like a good money maker too. It's a good money maker to make those things. So if you talk to the cook, and say, "Can you make me a cake?" Oh, and then that's just joking about. That's right. The dialogue. It's so silly. He's like, "Don't joke about that." Except start to talk to him, so we obtain the ingredients. Then we just return the ingredients. So we go to the north here. We can start by going north. So we could do the cook's assistant, and then there's like a recipe for disaster cook's assistant. And then while we're rendering all these quests, we could probably do some fishing. We'll probably do fishing for an hour or two. We did wood cutting for 2 hours, right? It took 2 hours. So you open the gate, and then that allowed us to get the other things. But these are just quests. They're a little bit shorter, but maybe there's more quests to render. Even the last episode was like 8 minutes or something. We should have added a whole bunch to it. So if you take the empty pot, you go talk to Millie the miller. You say, "Hello, looking for extra fine flour." And then you say, "What do you need it for?" "There's a cake." Says, "I'm fine, thanks." And then you climb to the top. You right click, climb to the top. And then you would use the wheat on the hopper. Then you would operate the hopper controls. Right click the ladder, click climb to the bottom floor. And then you would take the fine flour. There we go. It's weird, sometimes you get the achievement, sometimes you don't. There's an achievement for obtaining flour from the Lumbridge flour mill. Sometimes you get the achievement for getting the fine flour, sometimes you don't. So maybe we'll have to just go back there and make another fine flour for the achievement. But here's the egg. You just take this egg. If you're looting other things, so you have to loot it by itself. So you take the super large egg. Then we just go over here to get the milk. You don't even need to talk to the girl or ask permission. You could just go and get it. So you open the gate. It's like a cow is guarding the gate. So you go here, take the bucket, and then when you have the bucket, you would milk the prized cow. And then when you have the milk, you just run back here. So how long does this quest take? Like 4 minutes? You just run back. So you could home teleport to Lumbridge if you want. That would probably save you time. You'd be there. You'd be running inside the castle. You'd probably be talking to him right now. So taking the home teleports does save you time. So it would make the episode a lot shorter too, right? We could say, do this home teleport here. Save yourself 30 seconds. So you talk to the cook, you have all of the things. Now you could complete the quest. Essentially, everything's done. We have everything. The cooked quest has been completed. 200 cook points, access to the cooking's range. And then we go home, teleport to... So that gave us the cooking level we needed. So we gained 1 cooking level, 700 milestone. So we're just going to the Grand Exchange. Bye. So we just go to the Grand Exchange, then we buy a few things for the next quest. That'd be the easiest way. We did this one on our last character too. We're like, what do? We go to the Grand Exchange, just buy them, and then just talk to the cook twice. That's it. So there's this quest. This gives you 1 cooking level, and it gives you 1 step closer towards doing the quest you want to do. Alright, so we're back. So if we just go to the quest list, so we click on a recipe for disaster, talk to the cook in Lumbridge, requires cook's assistant, we just did that, requires level 10 cooking, requires eyes of newt, green man's ale, rotten tomato, ashes, fruit blast, or cocktail shaker, glass, 2 lemons, pineapple, and an orange. So maybe we could buy the things to make it on the Grand Exchange. So it says it's a very long, but all you have to do is talk to him. So with all the ingredients, we would home teleport to Sears Village. So we just have to buy one thing quick. Oh, we'd want to go to the Grand Exchange. Go to Grand Exchange to the inventory. So the Fruit Blast was more expensive than last time, we believe. Fruit Blast was 33,000. The other two things were pretty cheap. You just need to buy the Eyes of Newt and the Ashes and maybe the Fruit Blast, or make it with the ingredients, it says. So if you go to Sears Village, so if it's like if there's none on the Grand Exchange, or if you want to make it, it shows the ingredients in the quest. Shows you just need a cocktail shaker. So I wonder if you have to go to the Grand Tree to get the cocktail shaker, if those are untradeable. Maybe the glass is untradeable, so you just need lemons, pineapples, oranges. So maybe it makes sense to go there. If it just requires level 10 cooking, then you should be able to do that. But from here, you could buy the one rotten tomato you need, and then inside this place, you go here, you could go talk to the bartender. So we found this last time. You talk to him, ask him what he has, and then you want a green man's ale. Or is this the guy with the stew? Where was green man's ale? We bought it from a vendor for like 20 gold last time. Yanel at the Dragon Inn. That works. So we go home, teleport to Yanel. I believe there's a rotten tomato at Yanel too. So maybe we just go to Yanel. Maybe we just actually bought it on the Grand Exchange last time. Maybe we did go to the Dragon's Inn in Yanel. I think we did. We ran to Yanel and then we're looking around for the Dragon's Inn. So if you teleport to Yanel and then you run down here, this should be the Dragon's Inn. So you go here, talk to this bartender. He will sell you the green man's ale. Bitter and green man's ale. So can I have some green man's ale? So it costs 20 coins. 10 coins. So if you buy the green man's ale, sell in the Grand Exchange, imagine you could make some money. Or if you made the Fruit Blast, the Fruit Blast for like 33,000, they take no time to make at all. You could probably make millions per hour if people buy them. But there should be rotten tomatoes here too. So if you don't go to Sears, here we go, buy crate, buy these rotten tomatoes. So now you have everything. Now you can home teleport to Lumbridge. So the long part of this quest was just obtaining the ingredients, obtaining the Eye of Newt, the rotten tomato, the ashes, the green man's ale, and the Fruit Blast. Which apparently if it's level 10, you just go to the Grand Tree and then you just learn about gnome cooking, and then maybe the Fruit Blast only takes level 10 cooking to make. So you go here, send you to talk to the cook. And then I believe we just use the ashes on the things, right? Talk to the cook. Yeah, talk to the cook. He'll start a quest. Do you have any new quests for me? You ask him. And he'll say he might have something. Angry. It doesn't really matter what you say, I believe. And then you can say what seems to be the problem. So we say you need help again, so he does need help again. So there's always big quest log. The Evil Dave quest thing is pretty cool. If you read the Evil Dave quest text, it's pretty silly. So you see, it requires all of this. We accept the quest, Recipe for Disaster, another cook's quest. Alright, so then we use the ashes on the Fruit Blast. And then this is what he asked for. And then you talk to the cook, and then the quest is complete. Here we go, 1 quest point, invitation to the most amazing feast you will ever see. So you might as well join the feast, which leads up to the next quest. But it requires us to do 3 other quests before we could start that one. So it needed these 2 quests. And then we got a melee stats just because it's going to require us to defeat a level 98 demon with melee. So we had trouble with adamant armor. Because you could only use the one weapon. We had trouble with an adamant armor with 39 attack and 30 strength. So maybe we do some more melee training with quests before we start the quest. Well, we were able to defeat him. He was just really hard. We just almost died. So this is some wizard that comes in and casts a time freeze spell and then just freezes everybody. So everybody is frozen in time and you have to free them. That's what we got from this story anyways. So when you come here to try to free Evil Dave, it says it says pretty much that when you go talk to him in the story with the dialogue and everything. So everybody's free, right? You can talk to her. She'll say, hello, how many people do you need to free? Or you go to the quest log or something. If we inspect Evil Dave, you must have completed Shadow of the Storm to help him. Alright, you must have completed the Shadow of the Storm to help him. So that requires some quest chains. We could pass through here. And now if we go to the Recipe of Disaster. Quests. Oh, Recipe for Disaster, another cook's quest. So now we have to free all these people. We have to free Dave, free Evil Dave, free the Dwarf, free Wartface, free Sketch, free Pirate Pete, free Sir Commons, free the Lumberjack Sage, free the Monkey Ambassador. We have to free all these people from being frozen in time for the Recipe for Disaster.